안녕하세요 여러분. I'm a Valentine이라고 합니다. What is up everybody? I'm a Valentine here. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am really just doing makeup, of course, but I'm genuinely using this video so I can actually just yap about my week. So low-key, I'm recording this with like a microphone and everything, like a little podcast type, but it's just me getting ready to get cute because that's what I do. And I also just yap to y'all. Like, I feel like that's what the channel is right now. And speaking of the channel, so let me take you on a little journey of Alma's creativity and where I'm at currently and how I'm trying to like rethink a little bit. So, started doing YouTube. First of all, let's start with the YouTube dreams. YouTube dreams started in like 2012. People had been on that YouTube wave for some reason for like the first year of middle school. I was like, oh, I don't watch YouTube for real. Like, I don't really watch YouTubers. And the only thing on YouTube I really watched I thought YouTube was only for Michael Jackson videos when I was a kid. And then later on Niga Higa, I would watch Niga Higa with my brother. And that was pretty much it. Until I discovered creators like My Life is Ava, who had such an impact on me. And Dan is Not on Fire. And Tyler Oakley, oh my god, what a time. Blast from the past, right? And I think his name's Rafael Gomez, and like all these YouTubers that were people that I really looked up to. And like My Life is Ava with the triangle contour was such a huge thing for me. I used to always want to do that triangle contour. And low-key, maybe I should start doing the triangle contour, just like bring it back. The super bright under eye with the triangle contour, like we gotta bring that back. But yeah, all these people like inspired me a lot, and the YouTube dreams were born. Now, me being a kid, the dreams of music were already there, but YouTube was like a second layer. And as I grew, I started to like imagine myself having this double layer of stardom to my life, basically. So like there's the layer, of course, of like being a music artist and like feeling all these feelings and like translating them into music that can connect with millions and millions of people and like traveling the world and touring and all of this. And I thought about how like the YouTube layer really is like the behind the scenes, what I'm like as a person, my more like fun side, and like not just the introspective dark artistry that I typically put in my songs, and like the super reflective, even lustful side that goes into the music. When it comes to YouTube, you really get to see my more like playful side and just behind the scenes, like me grubbing, me chatting, what I'm yapping about, what I'm watching, what I care about, what I do on the more day to day, and like who I am, and expression of self. Especially because I used to get bullied as a kid, and I think that something I have struggled a lot with is like connecting with people deeply on a day to day without a fear of being hurt and judged. And like I think it's actually something that I still struggle with, and I didn't really realize until like this week. This week, question mark, because there's someone in my life who I think is acting as a mirror, and it's like bringing up some things within me where I'm like, oh, I thought that I felt confident in this way. I thought that I felt like I was good about this. And it turns out I'm not. And so I think that with me making, YouTube videos, it's become a way for me to just express myself in a free way, like without having to be understood by an immediate person whose ears that I'm meeting. Because the type of speaker that I am, like I aim to connect, right? So like based on what I know that you're like, I can adjust, what I'm saying to speak your language. But it's like, what about my language? What about who I am? What about what I like? What about what I think and what I want to talk about, and like who I am? Like I just want to be who I am. I want to feel free. And I think that a lot of times, like even right now in this moment, I've had such a weird day, but this free moment for me to just yap about whatever the hell that I care about and project onto reality with this, like, this is bringing me so much relief right now. And it's just really important to me, right? So yeah, always thought that, YouTube would just be this other kind of behind the scenes layer to my life. And then, I also had these like film dreams, and I still have these film dreams. So I have a like multi-layer dreams and goals to my life, right? Then we get to high school where I had such serious depression. Like I don't want to talk about it a whole lot just because it was a really, really sad time. And it's like something I actively try to block from my memory, and I'm not going to get into it. I was so depressed and so desperate for success because I wanted to save myself. I wanted to save us from everything that was going wrong. And there was so much going wrong. And it was just such a difficult and just, it was just so, like, it was just really, like, not a good time. And trying to, like, figure out how to make it to the next day, and like hoping so much far beyond that, like hoping for a flip in my reality. And then, going from that to turning 18 and like just starting off feeling so behind and so like far. I just felt so helpless. Like I felt so helpless at that time. And then moving past that, and just so much has occurred. It's practically a blur, and still like maintaining this desire, need, this greed within me to have the life that I've desired ever since I was a kid. And the way that even now, like I just turned 25. It doesn't even feel like I turned 25. I can't believe that I'm 25 years old. I thought that I would feel like I know shit by now. And here I am questioning so much about my everyday, my reality, what it's supposed to look like, what the hell I'm doing, the effort that I'm putting in, and all this shit. It's like, it's crazy and it's jarring, but something that I think about and I'm still thinking about is like what I want and what I need, and how, even where I am right now, I think there's a lot of things that are misaligned. I think that, there's some current sufferings happening that I'm like, I can't stand this shit. I can't stand it, but how do I figure out how to actually get myself to what I want and like live that life that I want? And I think one layer of that is still doing the things. So like I went to the gym today, and it was like I had to talk myself into it again. And I've been very consistent for the past few months, but I've been kind of like doing some home workouts and stuff, and like mixing it up a little bit, giving myself a few days off here and there from the gym. But I really think that like the consistency aspect of it is even more important, just doing the things, because you know how they say like the time will pass anyway. Like, dude, the time has passed anyway. I'm 25. How? I don't know, but I'm still 25, right? And it's just like, I don't remember every single day. I remember the way that I felt. I remember the way that I felt. And it's just like, in this time that's going to pass anyway, I have videos and that can show me, hey, no, you genuinely have been 2 videos a week for the past 2 years. You have been posting. You have been consistent. It's been a vote every single week of you believing in yourself and your future, even when it was like you were barely scraping this shit together, which now I'm not gonna hold y'all, I'm kind of just barely scraping shit together. Like, I have been feeling really stretched thin. I think that being a creative and like working a normal job, it can really like take a lot of your energy. And I don't want to use that like as an excuse. It's just that like it's my reality. Like, it's my reality. Like, I'm not funded by, I'm not a nepo baby, so I don't get the time to like rest in a way that like Willow Smith gets to rest. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have the backing or connection that, like, I think it's funny. People have compared me to her before, and I felt offended. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I just like, do you not see me like grinding from the fucking gutter? Do you not see me scraping myself out of hell? I'm scraping myself out of hell, and you want to compare me to Willow Smith? How dare you? And then like same thing with Doja Cat. Like, it's like people will say this as a compliment, and I appreciate that. But like, I don't know, it's something about the fact that I'm so myself that I feel slightly offended when I get these comparisons. Anyways, y'all, scraping myself out of hell. And so what that looks like for me right now is like, I'm really not super happy with where I live. Like, I feel disturbed by a lot of things. And at the same time, I'm trying to like figure out how to be strategic about where I live, and like recognizing that this shit is temporary, and like recognizing that like the numbers fucking matter. You know what I mean? Like, bitch, you're making this amount of money. You know what I mean? Like, I have to be reasonable and like use what I have right now. And it's like, as much as I want to already be a fucking billionaire and like not have to worry about this little shit, I still have to like ask my roommates, hey, can you please wash your dishes? And that's my current reality. Like, I think another thing that I'm struggling with right now is just like, again, the burnout of like being in the working world. I am such a like big thinker, like a deep thinker. And I think I feel really exhausted sometimes trying to explain to people who I thought think as big as I do. And I thought that could like see things in a way that I see them, because I can see things from their lens, but sometimes they can't see things from my lens. And it's causing me to just feel really exasperated and exhausted. And I saw something the other day about black women in professional fields feeling burnout, like specifically black female leaders feeling burnout. And I was like, fam, that's literally me. like the way that I find myself having to explain things that really would come from someone having empathy. I find it really jarring and really wild. And I try to remind myself that these things don't necessarily go away just because I work for myself. But like, at the end of the day, when this stuff keeps happening, it brings me back to YouTube. It brings me back to music. It reminds me of like, hey, you remember your real dreams though, right? Like, yes, you have this job, right? I have a job that's cool and it's part of my brand. Like, I work at a cafe, like, that's dope, right? Like, coffee trap, that's my thing, right? And I still have to like build a brand. I still have to like make the videos. I still have to keep like showing up and like hoping and fucking trying and like clawing myself out of hell, because like at the end of the day, like, yes, this shit sucks and I'm pissed off, and I refuse to like not make it out. I can't imagine a world where I don't make it out. I can unfortunately imagine a world where it takes a long time. It already has taken so much longer than I ever thought that it would. But at the same time, it's like, I can't stop. Like, it's like, I still, every time that I get frustrated, I come to the conclusion that I still have to keep going. I need to put in more effort. I need to keep trying. Like, I have to keep trying. So it's just like, I came home, just now after the gym, and I'm frustrated because those dishes I asked to be done are still not done, right? Like, my situation's still the same, and I still have to go into work tomorrow and figure out how to deal with whatever comes my way. And this video's still going out. You know what I mean? Like, another video is still about to get filmed and uploaded for this week, because the grind don't stop. Like, I can't stop. And like, I think another thing I have to try to remember is that there will be bullshit even when I'm living my dream life. Like, there's people who are currently living my dream life that are dealing with a lot of bullshit and like, trying to find happiness still. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to live a fulfilling, healthy, happy life. That is the current challenge. So that's really what's on my mind, and trying to figure out how to navigate things in a way where I'm not thinking small just because other people are being not wonderful. Like, unfortunately, sometimes you have to think bigger because somebody else is like, so, like, their warped sense of reality can't imagine a person that, I don't know, it's like they can't imagine somebody that just like moves from a warm place without trying to pull them down. I don't fucking know. people confuse me sometimes. But yeah, sometimes people don't have compassion. People don't always live in a way where they treat others how they'd want to be treated, or treat others how they'd want to be treated. I saw that that's the platinum rule today. Reading some, what is it? I know Abba J is her last name, starts with an M, but yeah. Navigating that, people stay peopling always. I even be peopling sometimes. Unfortunately, well, fortunately and unfortunately, but yeah, just trying to figure things out. Trying to keep the hope alive, and I even tried to like reach out for some advice earlier today, which I tend to not do, but I don't know. It's like I think there's sometimes like with me navigating the path that I'm on, there's sometimes where like people don't really have advice for you because it's like you really have to like pave it. I'm paving it myself. You know what I mean? Like the shit that I'm doing, it's really like a self-paved road. So it's like sometimes the advice just like it can't entirely apply yet because it's like they know that you're gonna have to just sort that shit out. I guess. I don't know. Shit is confusing. I'm confused. And I'm gonna keep trying. That's what I got right now. Also, another thing for me that I try not to do, it's been 10 years of my content creation journey, crazy enough. But I try not to say what I'm going to do. I don't really like saying what I'm going to do anymore. I'd rather just do it and then we'll see what I did. Because a lot of people say what they're gonna do and we're not seeing it. You know what I mean? So rather than me look like a dipshit, I'd rather just like actually do some shit, show up as however it is, and then it is what it is. Like you can't go back and forth with what I actually did versus what I said I would do. So I think that's another thing for me where it's like it's funny, I'll get on here and I'll conceptualize and I'll talk about, my life and like what I kind of want, but I never say it entirely because I'm like, I will show you. I can't tell you the entirety of the vision. And I think that's even like with other people, back to me saying how like sometimes people can't really give me advice. I don't tell anybody the full vision. Nobody knows. I think it will be a surprise to everyone except me when I, do whatever mysterious things that I'm thinking about. But it's like, I really just see it as like protection, preservation. Like, I really just value the way that I think. I value the way that I am. I value the person that I am. And I hold that value. I think it's like a lot of times, I'm not going to lie, I feel like a pro before swine a lot of times. And thankfully, there's plenty of people who are not swine. Like, there's wonderful people on my day-to-day that I really appreciate. And those people I love showing up for. I love being around. They make my life feel important even on the day-to-day, right? But I need it all. I need everything. And so that's really, like, I'm striving for more. And even with me scraping out these videos, it might seem like almost throwing this shit out, anything. But, like, that's my desperation. Like, I need to throw out anything. I need to throw something out, y'all. Like, I just refuse to live an empty life. I refuse to just be unhappy forever. So, yeah, you're getting these videos that might seem random, might seem weird, but you're getting these videos. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed. I'm not sure if you could see, but the first look that I did not like it, so I washed it off and did it again. And hope you guys enjoyed this weird little angle being in my bathroom. You can see that my shower curtain's a little fucked up, but much love, subscribe for more, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye. Bye. Yeah. Y'all, tell me why I did not realize that there was literally a whole, 8 minutes more of this video. So, sorry about that. This is just the rest of the look getting completed. I figured I would still just, throw it in really quick and I just, speeded it up. But, yeah, because, you deserve to see how this look came together. It was a cute look. How I do my makeup. It's actually kind of interesting. I don't know, watching it back, I'm like, oh my god, look, that's me. that's how I do it. What? For real. And I also I see like how my face has changed and like my neck has changed a little bit. Anyways, I think I don't know, so interesting. I hope that you guys find me as interesting as I find myself, because yo soy enamorado, as they say. I, definitely like a little quirky curio, I guess, IDK, I don't know. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think of the look? What do you think of the look? I'm filling up space so that you feel entertained. Have you listened to my album? Have you listened to my albums? Called The Feeling Is Mutual. It's so good. You need to listen to my album. Yeah. And subscribe, of course. I'm a Valentine. What you talking about? Alright, bye for real this time. 안녕. 안녕. 나중에 봅시다. Bye.